Hey, as you can see, there's a little trail there. I made this trail, but I'm gonna head back home now. I want to show you guys my garage and how I decorated it and came up with the ideas for it and how it slowly evolved. And you should check out Maddie and Kiki's channel on YouTube. They're kind of new to YouTube, but they're just blowing up super quick. They're two sisters that just have these great personalities and great. They're on all these morning shows, and I mean they're really taking off, and they're really cool. They have 3 different places I think that they film. My favorite one of their videos was how they walked through their grill studio, which looks like a big converted shed. I mean, maybe barn. I mean, it's huge, and they decorated it, and they did it with different ideas. Everything looks barbecuey. Everything looks countryish, and a little industrial, like with the sinks they have to clean hands and whatnot. But I was talking to them on one of their live chats, and I mentioned my garage, and they said, "Why don't you make a tour of your garage, which is also my man cave?" So I said, "All right." So almost back to my backyard, and I'll do just that. So slowly over time, it evolved. I wanted to go from a rustic look, and then it evolved to an industrial look. And you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. And so now it's like a combination of the two. They sound like they're contrasting, but I think it works. At least I hope it works. It looks good to me, and that's all that should matter. But I also don't want somebody to look at it and go, "What the hell's going on in here? Is this an industrial workshop or a antique shop?" So here we go. This is where I do all my YouTube videos, and I'll explain real quick. I don't want to bore anybody, but I cook right here, film right here. Over there's the fridge. So as you can see, I started with rustic, and I left the walls unfinished. I was going with antique type stuff, a little Americana. And then over time, well, actually in the very beginning, as you can see that diamond pattern, that caught my eye. And so what I did was this Weber grill, which is the only one I use, is actually an E310, I believe. I had it for 10 years. I know it looks brand new. But they don't come with this. This is not diamond plate. This is actually vinyl. I put this on there, I don't know, 6 years ago. Lined it down here. Over here, I didn't bother with it in between here. And this is the only grill I used, if I didn't say that already. I'd like to use more grills, but I don't have room right now. I want to put a shed in that backyard you saw just a minute ago. So this is all my grill tools kept clean. They're not hanging up anywhere. When I'm on the grill and I need them, they're just down below. They're sitting on this just so I don't have to bend down as far. This is what I put after I thoroughly cleaned the grill. I put on a fresh coat of oil, very light coat of oil. And all those back there are clean. This is actually not dirty. That's just from the grill, cast iron grill. And the propane, I actually painted that and put the strip around it, put the sticker on it as well. Starting to see a pattern? Black, yellow, no? So anyways, somehow I stumbled upon that black yellow color, which screamed industrial to me, along with the diamond pattern. So for a long time, I wanted to put down epoxy, and the epoxy, I did a bunch of research on it. And a lot of times it was still slippery. The floor was still slippery after people put it on. So I found 2, can't remember the dimensions, but 2 car mats for you to park your car lengthways on. And I put them sideways, back to back. and it covers almost the entire floor. To extend it, I bought one more strip. So as you can see, it doesn't go all the way under the furniture and under the tables. So anyway, I stumbled upon the diamond pattern and I started doing that. So 1 year, I don't know, 3 years ago, my brother actually gave me a refrigerator, a used refrigerator. This is probably 15, 20 years old. So what I did, believe it or not, to fit the pattern, I took these off. This was a puke green gray. Green yellow. So were these. Took these off, painted them silver color. And then this right here is more strips that are on here. So on the handles, I put strips to make it, because it bounces back at you, it reflects. And this, like I said, this was all that color, the entire fridge. So believe it or not, this is all wallpaper from the movie Cars. It didn't even take me long to do that. It was actually kind of fun to do. So, since we're on this pattern here, these are just regular plywood. It came with the shelving that I bought when I bought it. So what I did was I put black diamond vinyl on it and colored the edges here. So this right here is this. Just fixed up. It gives off a good reflection. Get this box out of here. Anyways, then I got my speaker system in here. So when I discovered that yellow and black looked really industrial, I looked up industrial caution tape, I think it's called, and I put it along the front of the car pads right here, and then I decorated the garage door, the interior garage door, and I'll get to that in a minute. Put that up there as well. So what else did I want to show you? Oh, this is the same thing. I did this right here. Bought it, this was all black. Took this off, put in the strips or the vinyl. Same thing down there. So here I got, when I'm out here cooking, I'm going to get something hot out. Grab these. Actually, this is what I was looking for before I started filming this, so it would be steadier held camera. And we have the iGrill 3, I think it is. iGrill Mini, I can't see it from here, I'm getting old. And grill wipes and things like that. Some shears, a potato core, butcher's twine, yellowish handheld thermometer. Starting to see the pattern. I think so. Yellow starter when the igniter on the Weber is not working correctly. And some injectors, stuff like that. So this is all stuff I might need. Metal skewers. I've been looking for these. Damn it. So anyways, so that's what's in there. Down here I have various spices that I use most often. But of course there's a spice rack in the house that me and my wife use. But these, and up here, are what I can grab and use the most often. Unless I want a particular flavor combination, then I'll go in the house and get more. So I kind of customized this island. This is marble. And then keeping on with the yellow theme, I bought this 30-gallon trash can and this like workman. So it's got the black and yellow, it's got the diamond plate, And I was looking for the longest time, where can I find something for the steps that will match that? And I just couldn't find anything. So I did some measuring, and wouldn't you know it, I cut it exactly in half. So another one of those mats is this, cut in half, and they are put on the steps. They fit very well, as you can see. Provide safety and cushioning. And so this wouldn't move around. I actually double tape this down. So this is all, well, I don't want to move it around. But I can take this whole mat, because this is another mat right here. I can take this whole mat, and that's glued on top basically, for lack of a better word, and take it outside and clean it off, whatever. So I think I covered that. And since I like to golf, there's my stuff. And of course this is a garage, so I do have tools in there. As you can see, I like to box. Where am I? Oh yeah, I'm in my man cave. So that's some boxing stuff, the bikes. And my man cave is not just mine, and that's okay. So earlier we did some pumpkins. My daughter and her friends. And I'll have a little thing that shows that probably right about now. So anyways, so my daughter said at one point, Dad, this side of the garage looks great, but you didn't do anything with the other side. So I think this was last year or the year before. But anyway, so I started decorating a little bit over here so the garage wouldn't look lopsided. So here's some cast iron pans or skillets that are part of my collection, and the ones that we use all the time are in the house. If I was going to use one of these, I would thoroughly wash it. So I started working on this side a little bit. Looks a little better. These used to be laying all around, so I bought a trash can just for that. And if I knew I was going to get into the yellow thing, I would have, instead of gray, I would have gotten yellow for there as well. Just so there's a theme. So it's like industrial, and it's rustic. I don't know if it works or not. Let me know in the comments. So that the propane tank that I showed you earlier, here's some backups. These are full, ready to go. And we had to buy a bike pump for the tires. So what color did I buy? Yellow. Bought a new broom for the garage. Yellow and black. The only thing I'm worried about is overdoing or saturating too much where everything's yellow and black. But I bought a heater for the garage that we use in the winter when we shut the door, because the door is insulated. So I can come out here and film meal prep before opening the door. And because I grill all winter long, or all year long. But this will keep me, it'll be like 65 in here, be fine. And this is the messiest part. Just a bunch of chemicals and growth stuff and bug killers, stuff like that. And summer toys and stuff like that. The backlights are blue on the fridge. And underneath, you can see the red. So all along here is red, and under here is red. It's right behind the bins on the wall, so it reflects down. Just a little touch. So another little touch is that this is a real kitchen table, and I keep this very, very, very clean. Sanitize everything out here that I'm gonna touch before I handle food. And this table was not silver. It was the wood color up above, and everything here was white. So I needed it higher because I'm a taller guy. So I got leg extensions right here, in here, and in the back, of course, all four. And I propped it up. The leg extensions were white. This was white. So this is tape in diamond plate style pattern. And after I painted it, I actually found online, a lot of this stuff I have to find online. It's very specialized stuff. You have to really do some searching. So as you can imagine, these are not real. This was a kitchen table. Those are plastic to make it go along with the industrial style or theme, whatever you call it. I'm not an interior decorator, so I might be using words interchangeably where I shouldn't be. So anyways, I wanted that it stood out. I'd be sitting here after I cook and I'd look over and it looked like in the middle of all this was a kitchen table out of place. So while it's still a kitchen table, now it looks, metal. And I think that's about it. Probably overstayed my welcome. Yeah, but usually these tables are not in here. And it still is a functioning garage. My wife parks her car in here in the winter. And I think that's about it. The door, oh, one more thing. Damn, I didn't mean this video to be this long. So I fixed up the interior door. And I did a bad paint job. You can see the progression. It's spotchy here, and as I go over, I'm learning how to spray the paint better and smoother. I just did it really badly in the beginning. But anyway, so what I did was I put these were plastic, these were white. This was a creamy, pukey color. And I wanted it to look more like wood, a little bit of rustic, mixed with a little bit of industrial, as you might have guessed. So I spray painted these. I taped this all off, spray painted these, let them dry, all these dry. Then I went over it with a shiny, what do they call that? I can't remember what it was. But it's something that's gloss, I guess, to make it look like, polished wood. Get like a reflection off it. And then this is dull by comparison. And then I put up my banner right there, which matches this one on the door. And I did the same thing around the door trim there. So I am going to ask you guys to tell me, should I leave the ceiling and everything, the walls the same? I don't know. I really don't know. Because that really says rustic, unfinished. But anyways, put that up and then found various stickers throughout the months and put stickers on the interior of the garage door. So when I have this shut, as you can see, it backs right up to the caution tape. You got the caution tape under here. So when I have it shut, it's not just this pukey, dirty looking garage door to look at. So I think that's it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Kind of overstayed my welcome, but tell me what you think. Thanks. Footnote, what it looks like later in the evening after getting groceries and heating up dinner. Uh-oh. There's black and yellow again. A pen and scissors. So now you can see some of the hue from the cord lights. And the groceries that we just disinfected. Kenny, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Are you my buddy? Are you my buddy? Yes, you. Oh my goodness, he's such a good boy. Yes, he is. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, good boy. Whoa, you came up here. Oh my goodness. That's a new one on my lap again? That's not new at all, is it? You're always on my lap. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. He's a good